Titles are an essential aspect to any production. You want to display information on the screen like the name of the people on your show or the name of the program, or maybe essential information to your audience. Now, the TriCaster includes hundreds of pre-built title templates with the system that you can load in and use. And let's take a look at how to work with these. So here we're on our TriCaster, and we can load these title templates in one of two places. We can load them into a media player, or we can load them into a buffer. Ultimately, they both will offer the same overall capability, but there is one difference between them that I do want to point out. Let's start by loading them in a buffer. I'm going to hit the plus sign in the buffer, and on the media browser window, if we scroll down, we'll see an area called titles, and in here, all of these different folders you see on the left side, these are different styles of titles available. And you can see there are full screen titles and sidebars and over the shoulders and lower thirds, all types of titles to work with different styles and looks and colors. So you can go find what you want to use. I'm going to go to this one called High Tech and load the High Tech one here, version 005. And there's my title. Now you can see that right now there is some default information on it that says line 1, and you probably want to change that to something that makes more sense. And you can edit titles by going back over the title in the buffer. You'll see a little button in the bottom left corner that's got the letter A on it. And if you click on that, that will open up the title editor. Now you can make any changes to this title you want. And if you put your pointer over things, anything that gets a yellow box around it is something you can edit. So I can edit where it says line 1. I can just click in here and let me just type the word TriCaster in here and hit enter. And you can see that updates. It updates in real time. So you can see the output also shows TriCaster on it as well. You can make some other adjustments to this text. We can change the font. This will use any fonts that are installed on the system. So if there is a particular font you want to use, install it in Windows, and then it should show up in here as well. We can adjust the point size of our font and some styling like bold, italics, underline. And this icon right here will make everything capitalized if you want to have it all in uppercase. So that's using it in a buffer. Now, loading it and using it in a media player is fairly similar, but there is one advantage to using media players, and that is that we can make a bunch of titles and move between them. So let's load up a title in our media player. I'm just going to load one in here. Let's use this one here. And you can see there it is, and I get the same little A icon over it to edit, and it opens up the same title editor. In this case, I got 2 lines of text, so I can click on either one of these to edit them. But let's just put my name on the first line, and we'll put VizRT on the second line. And let's say now I need to have another title because maybe I don't have more people on my program. You'll see there's a button in here called Save and Duplicate. This will only be available when you are editing a title in a media player. So I can click on this, and you can see now a new title has been created, and the old title is still in here with my name on it. And we can put our next one in here. Let's say this is guest 1 from some other company, perhaps. Hit save and duplicate again, and there's a third title, and I can do the same thing again and keep editing more titles as needed. I can also just keep adding titles using the plus sign and editing them. So that's a variety of ways we can get the titles in there. But the nice thing is that if you're going to use one standard template over and over again, this save and duplicate makes it very easy. Now, just by clicking on the title in the media player, you can see that is what will be visible on the output. So this makes it very easy to jump between different titles as needed. Now, again, we'll look at how to overlay these titles on the output when we look at the downstream keyers. But in here, you can see now how to get your titles loaded into the system and edit them with the information you need.